Today we're going to speak about very rare thing. This is a commercial tower in Business Bay with a grade A, with easy entry point and beautiful 10% net ROI to the investors. Let's take a look. Hi everyone, my name is Daniel. I am a numbers guy and I help international clients to invest in UAE, and mostly we focus on stable rental incomes or the projects which brings you capital appreciation in the future. So today I want to speak with you regarding Burj Capital. This is a commercial tower with a grade A in Business Bay. And first of all, I would love to start with the first point, why I just want to speak about this project. First of all, I'd love to mention that there is a very big short of supply for grade A offices in Business Bay. Space is just not enough, and even big companies, they stay in an old 7 to 10 years grade B offices, and I know that they want to move to the new buildings, and this is a trend now. You're gonna see the migration of big companies to the new offices in the near future, and I expect a lot of launches of commercial buildings this year. In my experience, I had a conversation with one of the pretty big developers. They stay also in grade B building, and it's always problem for them because you can wait for elevator with the client there like 4 or 5 minutes easily. And opposite here we have 16 elevators, but we will get back to the features in a while. Let's do it step by step. I want to mention that the entry point here is 3.2 million dirhams for a small office. And this project has 50/50 payment plan, which is very convenient. Payment plan ends in December 2028 when we have a handover of this project. So it means you have 3.5 years to pay 50%, and the rest at the handover you can take a mortgage if you need, and even make your rental yields higher. Second thing I did here, you can see on the screen, compare analysis for business towers in Business Bay. We don't have many competitors, maybe only Vision Tower. All other buildings are older, and the rates around 300-350 dirhams per square foot. But very important to mention that this is absolutely different level of the project. When I get to the features, you understand why. So third thing, demand on the market is very high right now for these offices, and I mentioned and explained you briefly why. Third thing, as I had before, demand is very high, and vacancy rates at the historical lows right now, and the rental price is climbing. We can see that they're going to be pretty beautiful amount of new launches for commercial towers because companies need new offices. They cannot stay in the old ones. But the price is going to be much higher than here, and I appreciate this project because they make possibilities for investors to enter to the commercial tower and get the stable, predictable income as let's say different developers. They selling full floors, big areas, and which are convenient only for institutional investors, which gonna take it and then rent it out. So I want to speak a little broader about the location because it's very important. It sits on the right side of Business Bay, which means that this side doesn't have this amount of traffic which has, like, let's say this side, Peninsula and Vision Tower, and on all other buildings which are sitting here, Opus, Binary. People who live in Dubai, they know that there is a huge traffic, like almost the whole day. So that's why Burj Capital is sitting very nice, and it has access from Sheikh Zayed Road, from this road, very fast, and also from Al Hayal Road, also very fast, which is really good, and it works for Burj Capital in the best possible ways. If we go closer, below the building, you see this beautiful park, and this is the only urban park in Business Bay. It's 623,000 square foot. Many cafes, restaurants already exist in here, and many more comes. Also, as I mentioned, we have a retail in our building. Restaurants gonna be there also. On the other side, we have a canal. So on the waterfront, there is many restaurants also sitting, which is beautiful for your potential tenants, or if you decide to move with your company in this building. In front we have already Damak building, It sits on the right side, and here gonna be G+19 building, which gonna be like in the middle. So it means that some of the units, let's say Series 3, which sits here, gonna have amazing view towards Burj Khalifa. And also you can check the video now, because I've been at the location, and there you can see better how it looks like now. So we came to the area where the Burj Capital commercial building gonna be. It's in a business bay. I'm going right now already in the park, which just in front of the building, in front of the plot, which is amazing because here a lot of retail spaces already existing. In the building gonna be more, and there is no comparison in this area. Like the only one building with the A grade gonna be here, right here. So this is the plot. Building on the left side, it's already here in place. Here gonna be Gemini, a residential building, and this plot is for Burj Capital. In front, you can see the canal peninsula, and behind this Damak building there is a Burj Khalifa view, which is nice. If we are discussing the long-term view, I would say that this project for me is both rental yields and appreciation. But first of all, rental yields. Since day one, as the project going to be handed over, you will find tenants for this project surely, because as I mentioned before several times, there is like just a scarcity of this kind of product, and people who stay in the old buildings, they glad to move to project like that, with all the features, with the 4 meters high ceiling, 16 elevators, yoga, swimming pools, park below, no traffic. So this building honestly has many features which are going to be very helpful and make your life easy to rent it out and make a stable income. In terms of capital appreciation, I think there is a main point is also scarcity. So it brings demand, and the price is going to be higher. But I expect only 25 to 30% capital growth in 3.5 years in this project. At the end, let's answer for the question, who should consider Burj Capital? First of all, I think that it could do investors who appreciate predictable, high net 10% ROI on commercial asset in Dubai, in one of the most prestigious area for a business. And second, this is the companies which are looking for new spaces in the future and want to put them team in amazing place with all these features which we mentioned before. If it makes sense for you, please click the link below, and we together go through the floor plans, unique positions, and explain you which you need to pick to maximize your ROI or the beautiful space for your team where they're gonna spend time and make money. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.